Hi, Lou Fernandez here for Mac Tips. Apple Computers recently released an update to its iLife software suite. And in particular, today we're going to be talking about iPhoto. This is because iPhoto includes a really powerful new software feature in it called Faces. This is facial recognition software. Now, facial recognition software is really great for maintaining archives of things like your family's photos or your business photos. Now, those are great. But one thing you may not have considered is that facial recognition is a great way to maintain and archive all of the massive amounts of pornography that one collects in a day. Now, this tip presumes that you've already gone ahead and created a separate porn-friendly user account on your computer that no one else has access to. Now, on my computer, I call this backup. If you haven't made your porn-only account with its deceptively non-porn name to keep your family and friends unaware of what you're doing, go back and watch that tip and come back when you're done. Now, the second thing you're going to want to do is go and take all your porn images, whether they're on your hard drive or an external. Just make sure that they're accessible to any account on the computer. If it's only on your account, put them in a shared users folder. If they are on an external drive, that's fine. It'll show up when you log into your new account. All right, so let's move on to the next step.
And here we are. We're in our porn-friendly account, and we're ready to import our photos of porn stars into iPhoto. Now, so what we're going to do is just launch iPhoto right out of the dock, and when you first do it, it's going to ask you a bunch of questions. Just ignore these questions. Click no. You don't want to use it to add your own digital camera because you're not going to be putting personal digital photos in this one. You could use iPhoto to import your own porno pictures that if you're taking porn photos of yourself or adult photos for your own use or whatever. But in this instance, we're just doing importing photos from your personal porn archives. So here we are. We have a blank slate, and you can see there's a new thing here. It says Faces. Now, if you go to Faces, it says to get started with Faces, select a photo of people you know, click their name, and type in their names, and the people appear here on the corkboard. But there's nobody here. We don't have anything in our photo library. So we have to find our porn pictures. Now, as I mentioned before, you can go and keep them in, if you have them on your hard drive, you can put them on in the user's shared folder like I did. If you have an external hard drive like this one, you can mount that, put them on there, because anything that can be seen by both accounts. So I'm going to take some of these photos, 2 of these, throw that in there, and you can see they're starting to load up there in the background. Great. And I've also got the same photos here on another different drive. I'm just going to throw some of these in here. And finally, some of these of a different porn starlet. And just let that finish up. That's great. So we've got 3 girls, and you can see Faces is already doing its work, trying to figure out what's going on and who is who. But there's still nobody in Faces. Let's remedy that. So let's go into a wider mode and find Brittany's bod. All right, so here's Brittany's bod, and you can see down here we have a bunch of different options: hide, flag, rotate, edit, and name. So there you go. You click name, and look at that. iPhoto 09 knows that this is a face and knows that that doesn't have any information yet, so we're just going to type in Brittany's bod. Great. I'm going to tag that. Nice. Now automatically see it says see more photos of Brittany's bod in Faces. We're going to hold off on that. We're going to click that. Click out of this photo and go down and find the next one. Oh, there's Tammy Tate. So we're going to take her name. It knows her name is right away. Tammy Tate. This is great, and we're going to close it again. Again, it's saying there are probably more pictures of her that we can find. And finally, we'll go down here to Brie Olson and click on her. Oh, a lovely lady. And Brie Olson. Great. And see more photos of Brie Olson in Faces. So we're going to click on Faces right here and see what we've got. Brie Olson, Brittany's bod, and Tammy Tate. Let's look here. And now it's saying Brie Olson may also be in the photos below. See, it has gone out and figured out whose face is who of all the pictures I just imported, and it's going to give us a chance to confirm or deny whether these are her. So let's do that. That pretty much looks like her, so we can just highlight all of them and say done. Now it's going to say Brie Olson may also be in these photos. Now I think it made a mistake here, but iPhoto 09 is learning software, so it will be able to tell. If I look at here, no, these are not her. I can do highlight once, then click again. Not Brie Olson. You can see that it's given us a chance to not do that. You can resize it to get a better look. These are not Brie Olson. So all right. So Brie Olson may be in the photos below. No matches found. Great. We know that we've got all the pictures of her. We go back to all faces up here. Click Brittany's bod. See, it's already guessed these are probably her. this is great. Confirm. Highlight those. Nice. And now it's like, oh, those were her. Let's do some more. Highlight these pictures of her. Just drag across. Oh, this is not her. So double click there. And you get a no. These are her, though. And just do that. Oh, sultry looks all around. Smoky. Smoky. She may also be in the photos below. This is just, you're just going to have to take your time and do that. It knows. It only made that one mistake with that Tammy Tate. And just last picture. Nice. That's a lovely photo. Great. We're doing great. So now we have all our photos. We know who they are. We can search for Brie. And it knows just to find all the Brie Olsen photos that we've got. It knows. And that's great. Now, what if I add more photos? Now, that's a good question. So I'm going to go up here, and I'm just going to grab this last set and just drag it right in here. And these are obviously more Brie Olsen photos. Now, I'm going to go here and double-click it, and I'll hit name. And it says, is this Brie Olsen? Name faces by confirming potential matches or by typing in an unnamed field. It is Brie Olsen. So we're good. This is nice, and it knows that this is Brie Olsen and added her to the rest of the faces. It says these may be her. Just go ahead and confirm all that. It knew right away. This is great. You are on your way to just mastering your porn collection. Now, I didn't choose to do any hardcore photos. Unfortunately, the facial recognition does not recognize what is known in the porn industry as a facial. It does not recognize whose semen is whose. Only a DNA test can do that.
Now, undoubtedly, in your porn collection, you're going to have some images that don't have any faces. So how do you tag those?
Now, if you decide you wanted to do something like, I love these breasts, and you want to give those breasts a name, you can try to click these and say, give these a name, Brittany's bod tits, because you love her breasts that much. Now, that's great, but if you go in here and say Brittany's bod's tits, no match is going to be found. This is facial recognition software. You're not going to be able to get away with doing that.
Well, unfortunately, the facial recognition software does only recognize faces. So if you like someone's vagina or penis, you're going to have to go in and manually annotate that that's their vagina or penis. I hope that this tip has helped you on your way to managing your massive, huge, gigantic terabytes worth of pornography that you keep hidden from the rest of your family. And that this has made it a lot easier for you to just find what you want and start masturbating. All right, my name is Lou Fernandez, and this has been Mac Tips. Oh, and if you want to check out a great podcast, check out my podcast at loureads.com. I'm reading the worst of the internet for your ear holes. Check it out. We'll see you soon from Mac Tips. All right, bye-bye.